Welcome to Playwrights Roundtable, a half-hour look at some of our local playwrights, directors, and actors who produce one-act plays with the organization Playwrights Roundtable. And today I have Tom Larkin with me, who is the director of the body Politic.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So we're going to sit back and watch your play, and then we're going to talk to Tom a little bit about directing the body Politic. Sit back and enjoy.
Holy crap! He's dead. So what do we do?
What do you mean we? I'm not a part of this.
We're all a part of this.
She's right. You're as guilty as we are.
Please stop the yelling and calm yourselves. 6-inch voices only. We'll never be able to come up with a plan if you're all panicking like nutty little squirrels.
Squirrels? Is he serious?
I can't believe this is happening. Not to me. I've worked too hard to go to jail now. I've got to get out.
Right. Out. Let's take some ideas.
I got it!
What?
Let's go through his pockets. We can find out who he is.
Yeah, he has to have a driver's license or something.
Why do we care?
Why do we care?
It would be nice. If I died, I'd want you to remember me.
Well, who cares about him? His problems are over. We need to worry about us being caught in a room with a dead body and no alibi. Don't you realize there's another seminar scheduled to start in this room within the hour, you moron?
That's enough of that. Now, we hear where you're coming from, Adam, but yelling at her isn't helping.
Then tell her not to be an idiot.
Please stop. You're upsetting her.
Whatever, stupid hippie.
Thank you. Thank you for your helpful attitude. And we prefer to be called bohemian.
I don't care what you want to be called. And I don't care if she cries all night. The only thing I care about is following the plan.
Right. What's the plan?
You want a plan? I got a plan. Body is the problem, right? I say let's get rid of the body.
Yes, progress. Get rid of the body. Love it.
Right. How?
How do we do that?
Sean, I'm glad you asked. First, we divide the body up into 6 pieces. Now, I'll be happy to take the torso if it's too big for any of you to handle. Next, we each travel to a different state. Now, try not to pick a state where you got a lot of close ties. Then we simply destroy our pieces. Now, I find dissolving to be the best method for destroying the evidence. We can use lye to strip the flesh and vinegar to soften the bones. Just be sure not to mix them together because they neutralize.
Jesus.
Whatever happened to just chucking bodies in the river?
No imagination. No wonder you're only middle management.
I got it! Let's find a party.
Summer, I love this amazing energy that you're bringing to the space. I really do, but don't you think we need to focus a little bit more on the task at hand?
Oh, but I am. We want to get rid of the body, right? I say we find a party, sneak the body in, and then leave it there. No longer a problem. Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah! Wait. No, I do like it. Good idea, Summer.
Right. Party. Where is it?
Are we really considering this?
What? It's good. I'm thinking outside the box.
And Summer, darling, I applaud you for it, really I do, but I think what Adam is saying is that we shouldn't pass the buck. There's no pride in that.
That's not what I'm saying. Forget pride. We can't just leave the body at a party because we can't leave the room. The hallway is packed full of leaders waiting to be conferenced.
Fine. All my ideas are stupid. What's your big idea?
I've got an idea. A great idea. Much better than that stupid party thing.
Alan, go ahead and fill Summer in on that plan I told you.
Sure. Nathan.
I mean, Summer, what was the idea?
It's back to me. Does that mean you all like the party idea?
No!
Fine. I will take your criticism with gentle, good humor!
Okay, everybody. I'm starting to feel as if we're falling into a very, very negative thought zone here.
For heaven's sake.
Oh, really?
See? Thank you.
It's Adam! Adam, you annoying, creepy, grinning freak!
Thank you, Adam, for demonstrating the type of negative dialoguing we'd all like to avoid. Now, if I may...
Oh, for God's sakes, will one of you mouth breathers just dice this corpse up so I can be on my way? You know, I've got a mani-pedi with Modelful in 3 hours, and I gotta look my best.
I may... If I may! Thank you. Now, I'd like to lead us all in a few breathing exercises.
Oh, come on!
Oh, stop your grumbling. Come on, we're all overstimulated and we're not thinking productively. Now, everybody, do as I do, okay? Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In with Jesus. Out with Hitler. In with Jesus. Out with Hitler.
That's offensive.
I'm hearing a lot of Hitler still. In with Jesus. Out with Hitler.
This is stupid. Don't you dare say Hitler, you
And-
stupid hippie.
And out. And we're done. Come on, don't we all feel better? Everybody give themselves a hug.
Right. What's next?
I'm hungry.
Maybe we should eat him.
If nobody objects, I have another charming little exercise that'll do just wonders for our brainstorming faculties.
Please.
Alan!
Finally some progress.
Alan, are you all right? I saw the whole thing. I can be a good witness. Do you have a good lawyer? I can give you the name of a great lawyer my ex-wife used in her divorce hearing. She took me for everything.
Adam,
Now what?
I like you. I could use a man like you, a real firebrand. How'd you like to be my new executive vice president? Job pays $250,000 a year. Sound good?
Really? Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds great.
Shame about that assault, though. Sorry, Adam, you're a loose cannon. Can't have our executives taking swings at the underlings. The company looks down on this kind of criminal behavior. Gonna have to let you go.
Serves you right.
You're firing me?
I'm sorry, Adam. Never feels good, does it? But on the bright side, I've decided to forgive you.
You do?
Sure. I mean, I understand you're under a lot of pressure. Everybody reaches a breaking point eventually.
I am stressed.
Sure you are, and don't worry about the job. I mean, people get fired every day. I'm sure you'll bounce back. I mean, a little guy like you must be so full of spirit. You see, everybody, the shorter in stature a man is, the more he feels like he has to prove. Yeah, it's called the Napoleon complex. And you know, it's not just people. You ever seen those teeny tiny little yappy dogs? They have so much energy.
He deserves that one.
Yeah.
Oh, look, if the Stooges are done screwing around, I can have my assistant here with a newspaper, twine, and a pizza cutter within the hour.
Gina, I like your ingenuity. How'd you like to be vice president of a Fortune 500 company?
Do you work there?
Yeah.
Then no.
Hello? Nathan? Sir? If you're still looking for that new vice president...
Get away from me, you spineless peon!
Oh, now he may be retarded, but even you have to admit that was pretty funny.
Don't say retarded, it's offensive.
I just had another idea. And this one you're all going to really, really like. Okay, so no one outside these doors knows about the body, right? So who's to say he had to die in here? I say he stepped out during the next break to have himself a smoke and thought, hey, maybe I'll lay down on that bench and take a little nap. A long nap. Get it?
Well, how do you know he smokes?
That's the same plan you already had. All you did was replace the party with a bench. See, putting him somewhere isn't the problem. The problem is moving the body.
Well, yeah, cut him up.
Wait for it. This is the genius part. We pretend he's alive. Two of us will hold the body upright between them. We can tie his shoelaces to the legs of the guys carrying him so it looks like his legs are moving.
He doesn't have laces.
That's not genius. You stole that from Weekend at Bernie's.
His name is Bernie?
No, you empty-headed sweater stuffer. It's a movie. You're ripping off a bad movie. A stupid, cheesy, not even good enough for an 80s movie.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
We are not doing that!
You never want to do anything. All right, look, I gotta go. Now, all in favor of leaving the body here and letting Adam deal with it, say yay.
Yay!
All opposed?
Nay!
Well, there you are. 5-1. Good luck, Adam. He's your problem now. Let's go.
Hey, stop! Two can play at that game. All in favor of the Devil and Prada staying behind to deal with it, say yay.
Yay!
All opposed?
Nay.
Well, there you have it. 5-1. Try not to break off a claw while you're sawing the corpse apart, Morticia.
Well, I won't need a saw because he looks pretty tender to me. You know, if I just pulled on him a little, I bet he'd come right apart.
I think that will be quite enough.
You aren't dead. Good man. How'd you like to be vice president of my new company?
Oh, that's not fair. He doesn't even know his name.
The name is Mr. Ron Booker, Monsters of Industry. Never mind. No thank you. No thank you at all. Well, how is everyone?
Hey,
Yes.
are you a zombie?
No. Summer, you're real. No. It's a miracle.
Not a miracle, not a hideous monster. The rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated.
So you were faking this whole time? I mean, all this fighting and panic were for nothing? Didn't any of you see him die?
I thought you saw him.
No one saw me! I have ninja-like reflexes. But enough about my awesomeness. Let's talk about all of you.
And our awesomeness.
Well, sure. Your awesomeness. You're all so awesome. A nice group hug. In all my time as a motivational speaker, I have never seen such an awesome display of inaction and ineptitude.
Thank you.
Yes. In the last 10 minutes, you sad sacks accomplished nothing. You didn't check the body. You didn't open the door. Or you didn't even simply yell, "Help!" Instead, you bickered, you belittled, you punched each other in the face, and even illegally conspired to dismember a stranger. I must say, I'm gobsmacked. How is it that 6 reasonable adults who are all supposedly leaders in their field can't perform in a simple emergency scenario? My God, you coffee guzzlers don't even have the slightest ounce of common sense. Listen. When I go around to the grade schools and I talk to the first graders about what to do if they find themselves in this kind of a situation, every single kid knows to at least what? What? Check the body! Exactly! My God! At this point, I don't think any of you are even capable, of learning anything here. Nothing at all. I think you should all just head out that door, walk right on over to the Monsters of Industry check-in desk, and ask for a refund. Then you should all go back to your jobs and apologize to every employee who's ever had the misfortune of getting you as a manager. Unbelievable! Well, do you have anything to say for yourselves? Or should I just go ahead and start to notify all your respective places of business?
I have an idea.
Yeah, I do too.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Agreed.
What are you intellectual midgets going on about now?
All in favor of killing Ron for real, say yay.
Yay!
All opposed?
Nay? Wait a second now.
I get that.
Ninja!
Yeah!
6 corporate wannabes and 1 dead body. What do? We'll find out what you did to direct this play right after we take a brief intermission. We'll come back with Tom Larkin and more of the Body Politic.
will be quite enough.
You've just watched another clip from the Body Politic, a very interesting play with 6 crazy corporate people and 1 dead body. Now, we don't have the writer with us today, Bart Jones, but we do have the director, Tom Larkin, and maybe you can tell me a little bit about how you got involved with his play and what was in his mind when he created this.
Well, I think what he had in his mind is what a lot of us have in our mind about corporate management. I think that most managers in the corporate field know nothing. And when they don't know anything, they pass it down to the middle management, who usually know absolutely nothing. And then they pass it down to the workers who really solve the problem. So I think this play shows 6 managers with a dead body that, as Ron Booker says at the end of the play, first graders would know what to do with, but they don't. So I think it's kind of a little bit. I think Bart had in his mind a little bit of an indictment of corporate politics and training sessions, things like that. I've worked many conferences and conventions with these type of people. I used to work AV, in that area. They call it business theater. And I've seen these people. I've seen them all parade in front of me at these shows, and basically, I always got the impression these were all the managers that their companies could afford to not have around for a week. And I think productivity of their companies probably went up during the week they were gone. And I think the 6 characters in this play, I'm sure all of their companies have applied for government bailout.
Now, this was a large cast for a 1-act play. 6 people and 1 dead person who really didn't have to do much until the end, but nonetheless, he had a lot of blocking and movement at the end there. How was it directing that many people for a 1-act play?
Well, yeah, we had to get around the dead body. He was the biggest obstacle. And we didn't want to step on him because he still is an actor, even though he didn't have any lines until the end. It was difficult because it's a small stage. It was a 3/4 thrust stage. And for those who don't know, 3/4 thrust is when the audience is in front and also on the sides. And all 6 characters are on set the entire time. And that poses 2 problems, not only with blocking, but sometimes with comic timing. We got a great review for this show, but it was mentioned that the comic timing could have been tighter. And we worked on that quite a bit in rehearsal, and the actors realized it in one of our performances as well. With a cast like that and the type of lightning fast dialogue and the cues they have to work off of, sometimes it takes a little while to get that camaraderie going between that many actors. It's a little bit easier to do with 2 people, 6 people who, many who have never worked together before. Sometimes that's a little bit tough. And then what happens when we translate from the rehearsal space to the stage, the actors are trying to keep that comic timing in mind. At the same time, they're having to adjust when there's people sitting on the sides and things like that. So in 1 or 2 performances, our actors had to really realize we've got 6 people on the stage. We want to make sure everyone can be seen. So they were constantly adjusting their movements. And I think sometimes you lose a little bit of the comic timing there. But I think overall we were like spot on most of the time.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, directing them and giving them each character development and having them get it out in 10, 15 minutes, what was that like? Because I know there were some specific characters. Do you want to talk about some of them?
Yeah, well, 6 characters over the course of 14 pages. Character development is like right there when it opens. You have to know who these people are right away. So they pretty much establish it themselves. I gave them ideas, but a lot of times with plays like these, you have to like work over the script quite a bit with them. Then really have confidence and rely on your actors to find the little nuances and moments in their character that may not translate on the script that they have to bring forth through their performance.
Now, do you feel good about the casting choices? Did everybody really fit the bill to you?
Absolutely, yeah, I couldn't have done better. I really couldn't have done better. I had some people that I've worked with a number of times before. My wife was actually in the play. It's not nepotism. She had 100 and so credits in Chicago before she ever met me. So, and I had some new people that worked with the Playwrights Roundtable and who work at Goat Theater downtown, the Greater Orlando Actors Theater, that I worked with for the first time. And it's great to work with the familiar and then meet all these new great talents and put them all together and turn out a great show.
Well, sure. You're awesomeness. You're all so awesome. A nice group hug. In all my time as a motivational speaker, I have never seen such an awesome display of inaction and ineptitude.
Thank you.
Yes. In the last 10 minutes, you sad sacks accomplished nothing. You didn't check the body, you didn't open the door, or you didn't even simply yell, "Help!"
Now, this is your first time with Playwrights
First
Roundtable?
time, yeah.
What was that experience like for you?
It was fantastic. You know, I was originally going to direct for them a couple of years ago, and then I had a scheduling conflict, and I think I had 2 scheduling conflicts. And then I interviewed to direct last year for their Red and Blue series, which was kind of like had a political bent. And I think during the interview, Chuck Dent, who runs the Playwright Roundtable, said, "Are you red or blue?" And I told him I was independent. I think that lost me the directing job that year. But Chuck called me this year and everything. I was really excited about it because it really takes you back to what theater really is all about. It's collaboration. You're definitely worrying about the audience, but it's all about the work. It's all about developing these new playwrights. And when I co-founded a theater company in New Jersey about 15 years ago, we kind of based on the Steppenwolf concept that Gary Sinise and John Malkovich created in Chicago, where it was a really collaborative effort where everyone was out for each other. There were no egos involved. And I think Playwrights Roundtable has that same kind of feel. It kind of got me re-energized about theater again. Obviously, we want to sell a lot of tickets and bring in the audience, but I've worked in a lot of theaters where it was all about, getting the people in, making sure you were doing the right material for the right people, and you kind of lost that spontaneity that I think Playwrights Roundtable shows in a lot of the plays that they produce.
Mm-hmm. Now, you've also worked in television
Yes.
as well. What's the difference for you coming into this small format, although really working in television is almost like working in a box too, in a way?
Well, television, it's writing by committee, which is not always good. And once again, this focuses right on the playwright itself, as all theater does, but they also have that support from other playwrights, and it's not. And I've seen them work together, and it's not petty, and it's not people criticizing each other just to say something critical about something. They really, truly support each other, and that's why I joined them. I've been directing for about the past 10 years and haven't written anything in a long time except for TV. And I joined them like last week, and I'm really excited about getting my writing juices flowing again.
And getting a chance to direct a lot of different people. That's
yeah. I mean, it was a
definitely-
great group of people. I mean, going in, directing, rehearsing something 4 or 5 times, going in, doing it over, one weekend. That's just a lot of fun.
What are some of the advantages you think that Playwrights has that maybe you can't find in some other theatrical organizations that you really were able to experience with this?
Well, I think that other theaters I've been involved with in town are afraid to challenge the audience anymore. They tend to play it safe, and because they don't want to offend, they want to keep bringing back their subscribers. And Playwrights Roundtable just puts it out there and says, if you don't like this one, or this is not your cup of tea, here's another one to give you. I mean, they hit on all cylinders, and I think that's what I really like about it. They do care about the audiences, but they want to present new and exciting voices. The number one thing they tell writers to do is sit your butt down in the chair and start to write. And just keep on writing and keep on bringing it to Playwrights Roundtable, let people hear it. And a lot of times you'll be surprised at the great reaction you get when you think you only have a first draft, or you'll be spanked a little bit and say, go back and write this again, and then it's always a plus.
It's a smooth process.
Absolutely. Great process.
So we hope to see you again on
I hope so,
Playwrights
too.
Roundtable. Thank you for the body politic. Definitely enjoyed it. It was very humorous and, yes, very insightful. I think a lot of us can relate to the corporate politics.
Well, for a comedy, I think the most important thing is for it to be humorous.
Yes.
So I think it worked out this time.
It sure did.
Thank you, Erica.
I'm glad you were able to join us again for another episode of Playwrights Roundtable. Stay tuned to the end of the program to find out how you can submit your plays or audition for Playwrights Roundtable. Tom, thanks very much.
Thank you, Erica.
We'll see you again soon. Playwrights Roundtable provides opportunities for authors to have their work read by professional actors. Members of Playwrights Roundtable have seen their works go from cold readings to workshop productions and on to successful full productions. If you love the craft, Playwrights Roundtable is the place. For more information, contact Playwrights Roundtable at 407-788-8468 or check out the website www.playwrightsroundtable.org.